Welcome to Wall Street Unmasked, how the truth hurts their wallets. I'm David Nassief, and today we're going to talk about a popular debate. Do you use a financial advisor or do you do it yourself? Full disclosure, I do it myself, and I couldn't be more thrilled with the results. But let's take a look at how Wall Street sees things. They spend billions trying to convince everyone that they need their expertise. They say, please don't do this yourself. I'm your friend. Let an expert do this. It's too complicated. It's too dangerous for an individual to do it themselves. Let us take. If you don't have someone with a bunch of initials after their name doing it for you, that's dangerous. You need to help. Bull. That is not dangerous. I did it, and many millions of people have done it very successfully. So here's the thing. When they try to convince you of this, they don't talk about something really critical. Their fees. And if they do bring up the fees, it's never in dollar amounts. It's always in percentages. And they all seem so small. But here's the point that everyone needs to understand. Compounded over decades, those appearingly small percentages can actually eat a third of your retirement nest egg. Wall Street has a favorite trick, and you better know about it. It's called complexity. They love to make it as complicated as possible, your portfolio. As a matter of fact, they'll come out and give you a 50-page document, sometimes more, with charts and graphs and tables and all kinds of things. And when you see it and you look and you go, man, that's complicated. I'm so glad I got an expert. That's it. That's the winning number. They won the game. You feel it's too complicated. You can't do it. That's the whole point of the 50-page report. It's not about the analyst. It's about scaring you. It's about creating fear in you so you need them. Let me tell you how my approach is so ridiculously different than theirs. Okay, theirs is 50 pages. What I use is a one-page wealth compass. I wrote a book about it, and this is literally the one page. Matter of fact, if you want it, I'll give it to you for free. You don't have to pay me a penny. It's at onepagewealthcompass.com/free. But the point is this. I don't have a complicated system. It's all distilled down to one page, and I have done amazing. Matter of fact, I was fired at age 63, nearly broke. Using this simple one-page system, 6 years later at 69, I achieved what I thought was impossible, a 7-figure portfolio and real financial freedom. Here's the absolute truth of the situation. Wall Street loves complexity, but the truth is simplicity is for winners. Complexity is for victims. So the question is there anybody out there that should have a financial advisor? Well, I have a friend who's a financial advisor. He's very good, very competent. I would never use him just because I'm a do-it-yourselfer, but he's a very competent person. And I remember I saw him once in Home Depot. That week, the market was terrible. For me, it was really good. But when it goes down, most people think it's bad. I think that's a buying opportunity. I don't mark a time, but I feel lucky when I buy it when the market's down. Anyways, I told him, I said, well, I bet you got some interesting calls this week. And he goes, oh, he rolled his eyes. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. He says, this is one guy. He kept calling me, but I was with appointments all day. Finally, I got back to him at the end of the day. When I got him on the phone, he was practically hyperventilating. He says, I'm losing my shirt. He says, I'm losing everything, my retirement. We got to get out. I need to get in cash, everything. And this is an intelligent guy. He's an architect and all that kind of thing. But anyways, my friend let him go on and on. Then after he was done, he calmly explained to them, they plan for this with their portfolio allocation. They have a segment of it in fixed, which is not being affected by the current market downturn. You're going to be just fine. You can weather this out. The last thing you want to do is sell when the market's down, because that locks in the losses and it makes them permanent. So this is what the fixed is for. After he explained it, after he calmed it down in a very calm voice, the guy at the end said, okay, you're right. And so he hung up. That's the kind of guy that needs a financial advisor. Okay, now let me tell you something. I told you earlier that it could cost you as much as a third of your portfolio, 20% to a third of your portfolio. Fees compounded over the life of your investments with a financial advisor. But that's better than losing 50% to 70% of your portfolio from emotional roller coaster investments. And that's the truth. Whether you decide to do it yourself or hire a financial planner, that's a decision that you and you alone should make. But let me tell you, there's one thing you need to remember. You must be the CEO of your wealth building. You cannot delegate that responsibility to someone else. And the best way to do that is to learn about the market somewhat. What I did, is because I was in a desperate situation at 63, nearly broke, I read 21 books on personal finance, listened to 13 podcasts consistently, read blogs, newsletters. Every time I got an idea, I wrote it down. Then I kept refining it till I got it down to one piece of paper and what I call my one-page wealth compass. I named the book after it too. Anyways, I I'd be happy to share with you for no cost or obligation. You can have the secret sauce that took me from nearly broke to a millionaire in 6 years. Go to onepagewealthcompass.com/free and download your own copy. Let me say one thing to leave you with. Nobody cares more about your wealth than you do. Nobody. If this helped you see the simpler truth today, please like, share, or visit onepagewealthcompass.com. See you next time.